So hello everyone, welcome back. I haven't done this in a hot minute, man. I haven't done this in a while. I haven't uploaded a video probably like this in such a long time. Actually, ever since spring, the Happy Easter video, you know what I mean, man? And man, I might as well get straight on to it, okay? This video is gonna have a lot of detail to it. For one, a channel update. Two, we are here in the greatest city of northeastern Pennsylvania, Scranton. Yes, Scranton. Some would say scrotum, but I like to call it Scranton. Yes, we are here in Scranton, Pennsylvania, the greatest city in northeastern Pennsylvania, and it's really the hub, and it's one of the beating heart of northeastern Pennsylvania. All right, if you kind of scratch Allentown out of it, okay. Yeah. And I want to honestly walk around Scranton with you all, show you around, you know what I mean? Because I really believe Scranton, Pennsylvania is really really just a great place to show, you know what I mean? And it's not because of the office or anything like that. And I want to do that because it's not like, I'm not like just talking about my mental health and stuff. Because, you know, I also want to talk about BPD, okay? Because, you know, one of the things is why I want to talk about BPD, because I feel like BPD isn't really well understood, or it's not well understood or well known, okay? And I kind of want to actually also talk about some of the things I'm going through, and in many ways, I'm also going to brag in this video too. You know why? Because this, I'm going to brag because, man, this has been one of the greatest years of my life, okay? And also, another thing, growing up too, man. That's also going to be one of the big topics of this video as well. And honestly, another thing as well, I'm down here. I'm down here because I got a date. I got a date later. Not going to say who. I want to keep the intimacy. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got a date. So yeah, I'm really excited for that, man, right? And by the way, it's gonna be a hot one. Not a hot one probably on how you're thinking, but it's gonna be a hot one overall. Let's go. All right, let's so for one, you know what, I'll show you I'll probably bring you guys over here to this building right here. That, man, is the most famous building in Scranton, okay? Just because it's Scranton, the electric city. I love that because it used to not be always lit up, but during the nighttime it lights up and all that. And right now we're actually at the courthouse, which is pretty awesome too, you know what I mean? No, actually, yeah, that's the court. That's where government offices are, you know what I mean? They're building a new building right on next to the backyard ale house as well. So you know what, I thought we might as well just come down this way. I could just show you really just the square of Scranton, you know what I mean? Wilkes-Barre used to have a square kind of like this, way smaller, but they used to have a square like this. And man, look at the flowers, man, right? They maintain the grounds here beautiful, man. And man, look at the light. We have some clouds in the sky, but man, look how beautiful, man. It's full. It feels like a summer night, man, right? That's why it's a hot one. And one of the cool things about this place is just the historical architecture as well. Now, that's another cool thing. And I always loved this memory thing. I've always wanted to do a video down here, but like, you know, never, I guess, I had the chance. And I love integrity, honor, service, respect. This is literally the wall of, by the looks of it, like values, man. And like values we can all strive to be, and we can all like strive to live, you know what I mean? Commitment, duty, loyalty, right? And these things are very, I would say, integrity. And that's stuff like, you know I try to provide for you, especially honor, you know what I mean? Integrity, right? And I think those can be forgotten traits in our world. It's interesting how so many people drive by this area and they don't look at that and like kind of think about it. Like, what does that mean to you? You know what I mean, right? So yeah, I always loved this here, man. Lackawanna County Courthouse, and man, it's historic, man. It's historic, right? And I love how it's like a giant castle too. Yeah, we can't forget our militaries, man. We can't. All the names. Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, in order to assure the survival and the success of liberty. Amen, man. We dare not to tempt them with weakness, for only when our arms are significant beyond doubt, we can certain beyond doubt that they will never be employed. Right? Cool. And then, man, that's another thing. Actually, you know what? I want to, before we get on to other things, I just want to show you the beauty of Scranton, man. Just the beauty. Just taking the beauty. We're going to take the beauty into the beauty. And, man, another thing. Courage, sacrifice, patriotism, excellence, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Brotherhood, dedication, discipline. Discipline is a huge one. I love this thing. I used to play on this thing when I was a kid, but, man, this is what I'm talking about when we were talking about historic. This is a historic city, man. Veterans Plaza. I love it, man. Right? And if you're watching this video and if you've served, thanks for serving. Really appreciate it. But yeah, here's some more of the beauty of Scranton. One of the things I love about the courthouse is honestly the trees. You know, that's one of the big things I love about it. It's kind of the forest stuff. Medal of Honor. Let's see. Gino J. Morley and Sarah Nowski, right? And in fact, there's a park dedicated to them above Carbondale, and it's a beautiful park. Medal of Honor. We got some more, right? Scrantonites, man. Scrantonites. We're taking over. We're taking over, man. Another thing I love about Scranton, Pennsylvania is it's got a lot of color to it. Like, it's a very unique city in that manner, right? Because I've been to a lot of like smaller cities, and this is a small city, you know. I mean, it's big, but it's a small city as well. And they don't have a lot of color. While Scranton, as you can see, like, there's color everywhere, right? Which is pretty awesome. And they have like paintings, murals. They're really kind of like, they're making it more modern as time goes on, but they still have the oldness to it, which is pretty nice, right? Because we can't forget where we've come from. We cannot forget the history, you know what I mean? Because I feel like if we forget history, we could just become more dumb, right? And that's why we got to remember history, and that's why we got to study history, right? Especially kind of ourselves, right? Because we all can like be like, one of the things I know what has helped me in my life is when I see past mistakes, I can improve on that, you know what I mean? And it's the same thing with history, you know what I mean? Right? Like, I think, you know, we can be very divided in that aspect on the regard of history. For example, like the amendment of gun control, okay? Like, you know, for one, I'm a person who supports the idea of gun control in a notion, you know what I mean? And but from my political point of view, it also, you also gotta, like, I think, know, and like people aren't gonna be united on that. They're not going to be united on that. So with that being said, well, for us to learn from our mistakes, especially kind of in, I would say, in our world today as a nation, we got to be united. All right, and that's my alert to go. That right there, I believe, is the biggest, it's the biggest building in Scranton, or the second biggest, you know what I mean? And the other thing about Scranton, they've got like big buildings to a certain height. Like, they don't have skyscrapers, but that place is probably it's definitely one of the biggest buildings. And one of the things I love about it is it's made with concrete blocks. And yeah, like, I used to go there for therapy back in high school. But another amazing, unique, cool building here is not just from that. And I came down here to show you guys this place here. Is that the Times Tribune, okay? This thing is historic. They did a lot of newspaper type stuff. I think they're still doing that. And man, that has always been here, man. And one of the cool things about this during Christmas time, they have like all these lights, you know what I mean, going up there. So it's like a big Christmas tree. So that's pretty cool, man. Yeah. And that's another kind of, I'm going to just say it as a historical thing. A forgotten trait not a forgotten trait, but a forgotten thing in our world is people don't get the newspaper anymore. You could subscribe to it online. So yeah, like just think about that, you know what I mean? The world has changed so much in that regard. Just because, like, I think, the Scranton Tribune, like, last year they went out of business, man, right? But get this, someone else bought it, like, who's really, like, rich, so they're just continuing it. So that's really great, And newspapers are always really awesome. But I really want to go down to Marketplace, and I want to see if the Steamtown Mall is open, okay? So let's go down there, man. Right now we're like in one of the most shadiest spots in downtown, right? But even though, man, they're trying to bring it back, man. They're really, like, that's another thing with the Scrantonites. A lot of people are really trying to, like, some parts of the city have fallen, right? But people are trying to just bring it back and make it better, you know what I mean? And, like, that's what we can all do, Like, not just in our city, but anywhere we go, you know what I mean? This is one of the most uniquest things, man. I always love kind of walking down to that, man. It's like a tunnel in the middle of the city, Yeah, so pretty cool, man. All right, one of the big, I guess, vamps of this city, all right, is the Cinnamon Club here. Not cinnamon, but Cinema Club right here. Yeah, social club. It's a movie theater, I believe. I'm not really sure what it is, but yeah. I can't believe they made a second one. Why can't they just stop at one? Why do they have to make a second one? Let's go. Alright, you stopping. Yes, let's go. Marketplace. So this is Steamtown Mall, and right there is Crunch Fitness. That's literally the most popular gym within the Scranton area, especially in downtown. But right now we're at Starbucks, but I don't really want to drink coffee, but I want to go in. So here we are at the Electric City Aquarium. I don't believe they're open, but it is the Electric City Aquarium. And that is one of the tourist attractions down here in downtown Scranton. I've never been in it, but I've heard it's cool. So if you love aquarium stuff and all of that, come check it out. But man, look at this. This is really neat, and this is a mall in downtown Scranton, which is pretty amazing, man, right? But you know what? I want to kind of go here, and they've got like a cool elevator, cool bridges. I used to come here when I was a kid all the time, and it was my favorite mall. I love Viewmont now in Dixon City, but like I love it because it was so unique, man, right? And also, look at this. I found someone climbing. I hope the person just doesn't let go. I hope Jilly doesn't let go, man. So one of the neat things about here in Scranton, they have a national historical site known as, I'm not sure, Steamtown Trains. I think that's what it is. It's a very cool historical site, you know what I mean? And there's like the train yard there. The trains used to be extremely big, man, right? But yeah, that's one of the, I think, big things, man. No, one of the big things. one of the beauties of Scranton. One of the beauties of Scranton. But speaking of which, you know what I see over there? Crunch Gym. Let's go. Let's check it out, man. Holy shoot, you can ride one of those things? But I'll get to that in a moment. There are no judgments here. No too much or not enough. No glares of disapproval. Here we keep open minds. Well put. We are nurturers. We seek only to encourage, empower, and entertain. I love the word encourage. That's going to be a foreshadow for this video, by the way. There's no one type. There's no one way. I love that. I love that. What we are is a diverse culture of fun. What there is of people with all. One reason there is no community, what we have is a room for everyone. Kinds of goals who to come reach with us. All kinds chosen. Man, I felt like I just heard from Jesus when I read that. And that's the thing too, you know, when people kind of talk about how our world is condemned or how our world is really going down a bad place. You know, there are some dark aspects of this world, but man, the sun is shining. When I saw that, man, it was like the sun's shining in my face. I'm basically blind now. I need healing, man. I need healing. Put your hands up in the sky if you need healing. I need healing right here, right now. Scranton welcomes you. Embracing our people, our traditions, and our future. That's right. That is right. You know what I say to that, man? That's right, Donald Trump. We're turning the page. We're going for our future. That's right. I'm going a little political here, man. Hey, man, just don't blame me. It's election. It's election year, right? Of course I'm going to go political, man. I love politics. I'm blind by all the light, man. I can't see. Where the heck am I going? I'm trying to... Oh, shoot. It's moving. Wait, these aren't stairs. These are escalator. I need healing. Raise your hand up again if you need healing. Yo, those are thy riding buddies. Up there I said, you know, they had some stuff to ride on. Here we are. Riding buddies. Let's see here. Riding zone ends here. I can't believe it. So you have animals you can ride on now. Man, if I was a kid, I would just come down here with my mom to ride those things, man. Woo-wee, right? I'm a real cowboy now. And you know, speaking of my mom, yesterday, she and I walked downtown for a bit, man, and spent some time down here, so that was pretty awesome. So you know what that means? I had 2 date nights. That's right, 2 date nights, right? One in the future of tonight, and get this, last night. What a lucky guy I am. What a lucky guy I am, right? But if we're talking about a stocked store, this is a stocked store right here. Hello. By the way, that was my bestie back there. Go bestie, go bestie, go bestie. Woo, woo. All right. We gotta go. We gotta go. So I'm here in the alley of Venezuela. Yes, one of the uniquest alleys in Scranton, man. And I came here because I wanted to share some things with you all, and also some intimacy, you know. One of the things with me, man, and I really want to say this because, for one, I know it'll help me. It can help someone else if they're watching this, okay? And so one of the things with me, okay, and this has taken me a while to accept and get to, and you know, remember, like, progress doesn't happen overnight, and success too. And I want to really have you all think of, when I say these words, take it into your own interpretation. Find your own meaning in it, and not just have me filter my words, filter thoughts for you. Think for yourself, okay? I'm not one of those motivators that are like that, or one of those people that make videos like this. Well, you gotta let them go. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. All right. You gotta wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day, every night. No, just like Crunch Grim said, one size doesn't fit all. But my point being is, I'm a person who has BPD, borderline personality disorder. Okay, it's not a well-known diagnosis. Okay, but one of the things with BPD, man, is personality disorder. How one has that and I also have a chemical imbalance, and I am neurologically different. Okay, if people who know this are watching this, like, I would be amazed if someone like, really, what? Right? Because it's not hard to notice, you know. But my point being is, I have BPD, and one of the things with it is it comes from traumatic events. I'm not the last person to say, yeah, I've been through some traumatic events in my life, man. Right? And man, you know, I've really how you doing, bud? My dad. You know what? I'm gonna stop from there. I gotta text him back, man. Just give me a call. I love my dad. Woo! Mwah! That's a kiss for my dad, by the way. All right. Hey, because, you know, my dad's my hero. He's really helped me out, man. Like, I have the greatest parents in the world. I love them, man. And I'm very fortunate to have them, man. I really am, man. In many ways, they've saved my life time and time again. And they're real heroes to me. If there's any examples of what parents gotta strive for, they're it, no question. No questions asked. You know, my parents would literally die for me, man. And my brother Tom and Rachel. But from that to kind of go through the family list in line. So BPD, it's kind of like PTSD, but PTSD comes from war, but they're very similar, so on and so forth, right? And, you know, one of the things with it is treatment is kind of therapy talk. Some medications can help, but it's not like the whole picture. But one of the things with BPD is that the person who has BPD has maladaptive patterns, right? And it's about forming... Whoop, whoop, there goes the police. Whoop, whoop, there goes the police. But it's really about I'll give you an example, okay? There was just a trigger right there. The police car that just drove by, man, okay? It was coming raw, okay? And my maladaptive patterns would say, oh, Zach, you're in trouble, right? You're filming somewhere you shouldn't be filming, okay? And Zach, the popo's coming for you, man, okay? But that's not true. And then, like, the healthy pattern is, well, list the evidence. Well, for one, he's just rolling by. The office is back there. He's probably going back, you know, probably going back home from a great day of service. 2, there's no signs, no filming, right? 3, I'm not doing anything wrong, right? 4, who could say no to this handsome face? Come on, man, come on, right? So yeah, so that's an example, you know what I mean? And I know, like, for me, you know, and this is a very vulnerable thing for me to say, but, you know, man, I'm very strong enough to say this, and it's like, I think people gotta, like, know, you know what I mean? Like, especially with BPD, like, one of the things with my BPD, and one of the cores, or one of the pieces of the family in the head, and I'm not saying my great family, but the BPD, is, you know, I have a great fear of abandonment. Right? And, you know, one of the things, like, today I was writing my journal, or my BPD journal, to kind of work on that aspect, and man, the thing with it is, it's like, I don't have anything to be afraid of, especially with abandonment, okay? No one's gonna abandon me, and if someone does kind of walk out in my life, it's for the better, you know what I mean, man? Like, and then also, I think also, there is that also fear of rejection as well. You know what I mean? I do have a little bit of that as well, right? But one of the things, when people first meet me and see me out in public, no one would have a clue. But get this, man, that's how far I've grown, man, right? And I'm still growing. Sometimes like making these YouTube videos, like sometimes it's nerve-wracking because I know I'm going to get eyes, but man, it's like can't care about what other people think. I think it's a natural thing to care about what other people do, but develop that healthy pattern and be like, no, I'm just going to be me, right? Just get into the mode, focus on this, right? I don't know if you noticed, my eyes were kind of like looking around, but I was really trying to focus on this, and because this is what it's about, you know what I mean? And not like have my mind be triggered, and when my mind is triggered, just line evidence up for it, you know what I mean? And that's another thing. And I also said in my videos, this year has been one of the greatest years in my life, okay? And I'm gonna say one is because I accept I have BPD and I'm working on it, man. I got it by the throat and I'm really going for it. I actually been working with some therapists, right? I'm gonna go into treatment wise. I've got two therapists. One really is a localized trauma therapist, okay, and another therapist just helps me kind of remember not to forget Zach, you know what I mean? And it's really great in finding my own meaning in things. So when you watch this video, it's not a black and white video, it's more grayish, and it's like find your own meaning in it. And the other thing is that, man, another great thing, man, is I'm growing up, man. I'm growing up. I've got my own apartment, and when I say my own apartment, it's like literally a mini house, okay? It's got a big basement. It's got a awesome office, dining room, living room, kitchen, bedroom, closet, like bathroom. I really have it, okay? And it's in one of the most desirable places in Clark Summit. So thanks to my mom for helping me find that. But man, I've been running it, and also I'm also like doing a 1 day a week cleaning day. So that's amazing. I'm cooking, man. I'm really getting into cooking, which is great, okay? Of course, my family's helping me out, you know what I mean? Thanks, Tom, for those once a month cooking days, and that's another thing. My relationship with my family has grown so much. It has became so strong. I found the job, my dream job. I didn't even know I have a dream. I work with neglected farm animals, so they've been through trauma, and I know what it's like. You know what I mean? And guess what? I'm happy I can help them out, and man, and get this, man. All right, get this. Not to go in my work detail, but when I first started there, all right, that was in the winter time and throughout the spring. I was working a good amount of days, okay, decent amount, not the 5 day schedule, okay. And get this, man, during the summer, a bunch of interns came in, so they put me in like a very kind of they shrunk my days down, okay. And guess what, man? Now in the fall, and now from now on, 5 days in terms of left. But one other thing, 5 days, man, 5 fucking days, man. And not to brag, they gave me a raise. Woo woo. So yeah, that's a pretty awesome thing, and man, making some good money as well. So that's good. And I'm becoming more independent, and I love growing up. I'm not a child anymore, and that's one of the greatest things, man. Like, one of the other things I think, people ask, what's the problem with our world? Well, I think no one really knows what it's like to be a grown-up. And I'm going to give you an example. Let's look at some celebrities, you know what I mean? Especially some celebrities kind of go for the pornographic imagery. That's being very, I'm going to say, childish, and it's not growing up, right? People think that's what it's like growing up, but they actually know it's not, okay? Right, and a lot of people, and for example, I'm gonna give you a prime example. One of the most famous people in the world, okay, one of the brokest people in the world, okay, Donald Trump. He's a damn mind child, man. I don't care what anyone says, man. All right, and guess what? You can't even comment on this video or even give it. You can't even like it, man. You could probably like it, but you can't even do that stuff, man. All right, but my point being, man, he's a damn man child, man, okay? Take it or leave it, right? Think about it, swallow it, doesn't matter. He's a damn man child, man. And a lot of people follow him, right? And my point being, man, is he is a man child, okay? And I'll give you a prime example on the reason of why. He hasn't let go of the last election. He lost, man. He lost, okay? It wasn't rigged, he lost, all right? And you just can't get over it, man. And that's what being a man child is like, okay? And him tweeting, I hate Taylor Swift. bullshit, man. Serious bullshit. Like, I don't know, like, people, like, and that's another thing, right? People don't know what they're striving for, and one of the things when you grow up more and more, you kind of get more of a clearer vision, and I'm getting a clearer vision. Also, another thing is that also medication. I made great progress on medication as well. So one of the things I deal with is depression and my chemical imbalance. So I take medication for it because medication is a very important thing. It's a healthy thing to take. It's kind of like if you have diabetes, you got to take some things so you can't die, you know. And one of the things I have to take medication because like my mind sometimes can be like, if I'm not on medication, it could be like, all right, when I'm on medication, it's like this, okay? And right now, one of the big progresses, last year I was on a lot of medication that made me tired, but I still won that Mid-Atlantic State Championship title. And but now, one of the challenges I'm facing in my life, and I want to share this, is I'm facing a lot of anxiety, man. I'm going through a lot of anxiety, okay? And one of the reasons why is, well, growing up. It's scary, man. And I know a lot of young people like me don't want to admit it. I'm scared to grow up, man. And you know, a lot of people, and that's why a lot of them go to drugs, alcohol, even sex, partying, okay? Like, for example, like, I know young men like me, like, think, oh, getting a damn girlfriend makes me look grown up and stuff. Yeah, fuck that. No way, man. Not one bit, alright? Even religion, you know what I mean? Kind of going for the idea of God. That can be a staller for grown up, too, you know what I mean? And, you know, feel free to think on those topics, you know what I mean? Those other topics, too, you know? And keep in mind, America has lost in some aspects of the world, has lost that aspect of the rite of passage, okay? If you don't know the rite of passage to grow up, well, look into it, man. I've been through a few rite of passages, not to brag. I'm going to brag, right? Another great thing in my life that's been really great is some toxic, no good people are out of my life. Let's go. Thank God, man. Right. And thanks to myself, you know what I mean? And thanks to all my support from my family, and thanks for all of that as well, right? Right, because, you know, like 2 years ago, I really did a purge of people who were not good in my life. I did a purge, man, from them, and I've, like, taken a break, and, man, I'm happy I did that, man, okay? And, you know, this past year, a few scragglers, you know what I mean? And, you know, even this, a few scragglers kind of got out of the way. A few people, in fact, this year. And I'm very happy about that as well. Very fortunate. And from that, I'm building my life forward, you know what I mean? I'm actually, like, it gave me more room to grow up, which is real great. So, yeah, that's one of the best things as well. And let's see what else, man. I'm maturing as well, which is good too, you know what I mean? Right, and you know, not to brag, for a 23-year-old man, I'm like way ahead of the game than a lot of these other guys out there on the streets, out there in the world. And keep in mind, there's people who are way ahead of me, but man, I'm way ahead of a lot of other people, man. I'm gonna brag, man. Right? I'm way ahead for a 23-year-old man. Yeah, great job, Zach. Thanks. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to think of what else, man. Another thing I've also wanted to say, and it was really about this YouTube channel, man. One of the reasons why I haven't been uploading, okay, this past spring I had this vision for this YouTube channel, but the thing with it is, it wasn't, I'm gonna say, it wasn't like, it was in a way, it was not really a clear-cut vision. I wanted to kind of know where I wanted to take it. I was like, okay, I know where I want to kind of take this, okay. I started to make some videos, but this year was really mainly to work on my mental health, focus on my job, man, kind of focus on more independent skills, which was really great. And one of the things is, I haven't forgotten this YouTube channel. Just know that. And the other thing as well, with it, man, is so my YouTube update, okay? My YouTube update is, you know how I made small encouraging videos? I'm gonna do that from now on, okay? And I was my goal for it was, okay, I have more of a clear vision. My goal was honestly okay, so the idea is one video uploaded every Friday, okay? One video uploaded every Friday, and encouraging videos. Not gonna be real long videos. Some might be, but not gonna be long videos. But it's gonna be small videos like this. Okay, so one video every Friday, and who knows? There might be a few uploaded just within a 1 week period. Okay, and I was thinking, Zach, you know what? Let's make a goal for how many videos I want to upload. Okay, one thought was, let's go for 100. You know what, man? I want to take it easy on myself. So let's go for 50. All right, I'm going to try and make 50. My goal is to make 50 encouraging videos. All right. And I want to kind of in those videos, I want to kind of talk about some things I'm going through. I'm going to talk about some spirituality stuff. I'm going to kind of talk about kind of things that have helped me out. And I want to make this known is, man, and I think I'm going to make a trailer for it too. One of the things too, man, I want to make it known. These videos are open for interpretation, okay? It's not like those videos are where the motivational, one size fits all. All right, I want to make it open for interpretation. I'm not here to feed you baby milk, man. All right, or some food or baby food. You know what I mean? I'm here to just say it, and you guys can all take it or leave it, or you guys could build upon it. You get what I'm saying? Because, for one, I know I've learned from other people, so on and so forth, right? So that's one of the things. That's the goal, man, and I'm really excited for this goal, man. I'm really excited to make these videos. And yeah, I think that's really what I wanted to say for the YouTube update. But man, we got this downtown Scranton to kind of look out more. All right, let's look at more of the beauty of downtown Scranton, okay? If any more thoughts of the update come to my mind or anything like that, I won't be afraid to spit it out, man. But yeah, so here we go. Yep. Here we are. Let's get going. Woo! So up there at that brick building, that's the main hospital. It's Geisinger. All right, and we got some of the University of Scranton fields here. There's the Radisson, okay? That was the old railroad area. That's where they build, I believe, military weapons. To the Scranton, the 15th, the final ride, man. That's pretty great, pretty awesome. Tour to Scranton's been going on for, I believe, 20 years, man, and it's really an inspiration. But there's a place down here which is a big tourist attraction, man, and they have a festival here down and sometime in October, and I want to show you all this. All right. Some historical stuff. And let's see what this is all about, man. Man, that's a beautiful creek, but look at that, man. You already saw it, you already know it. These are the iron furnaces of Scranton. This is extremely historic, man. Extremely. This has been in my video, one of my videos, beginning of summer 2020. It's a part of the intro. I wanted to make it eerie, man, and make something look like something was coming, man, okay? Right? And this is a perfect shot for it, man. It looks like a great giant castle, man. And man, it's amazing, man. Huh? I love it. I fucking love it. And by the way, cursing is okay. Cursing is okay. I think Scranton has built a lot of iron for the nation here, so that's pretty cool. All right. And you know, if you want to like get some cool shots for a movie, man, this is it. Actually, that actually gives me an idea, man. Gives me a great idea. And here are, I feel like I'm in the mines of Moria, or like in a dwarf kingdom, or like some old kingdom, man. And these stones, look how big these things are, man. If one like landed on you, it would crush you, man. I believe that's an iron furnace in there, and I believe that is some type of chimney, so it can, yeah. Oh, we gotta go up there. There's some balcony. Never been up there. And you know what? Today's the day, man. There's some iron right there. Alright, some more there. Alright. Some more over here. Another furnace. Wow. You know what? We gotta get up there, man. We gotta get up there. So here's some more history for you. Scranton back in the day. Iron furnaces. Look at here. Scranton. Scranton was founded as an iron-making community in the late 1830s. The natural resources of Lackawanna Valley attracted William Henry, the Scrantons, the Pallets, and the associates nearby. They found coal, water power, limestone, and by the way, this was literally the coal capital, I believe, of the nation or of the world one day. Yeah, that's how big Scranton was one day, back in the day. Iron ore, everything needed for making iron. The Lackawanna Iron and Coal Company built its first blast furnaces in 1841, adding 4 more by 1855. Rolling mills and steel mills spread in downtown Roaring Brook. Wow, that's very interesting to know, man. That Scranton was, I always thought it was just kind of like, it was like founded as like a little town, not the idea of the attention of iron furnaces, but it became more, they just found coal and they just built from that. And wow, that was it back in the day. Wow. Pause this, read this stuff. This is interesting. Don't really see factories like that anymore. You see some, and I'm down in Wilkes-Barre, but some are like destroyed. I think there was some like Easter egg thing that happened down there. Factory exploded. I don't know, something like that. But man, let's check this thing out, man. I've never been on top of here, man. Holy shoot, don't want to drop my phone, man. Wow. Wow. Back in the day, man. Back in the day. Whoa. Hasn't God hit the fan? Hi, buddy. There's a donkey. Coal mines. Wow. They really went berserk. There's more down that way. Holy shit. Yep. Oh yeah. Big. Blowing thy mind. Interesting. There's some of the University of Scranton there. Not that far. Pretty cool, pretty cool. That's one of the things with the city college. Things are kind of all over the place, which is pretty cool. Nice. Oh, more historic stuff. That's pretty cool. Railroad company. Wow. Oh, shoot. I almost tripped. Wow. Holy shit. Is that some college cult marching around the field? Holy shit. It echoed. Just imagine if they heard me. Now, one of the things, man, just imagine if they heard me and they all turned their heads at once. Man, I would be jumping down one of those things, man. I would be running for the hills. Fuck no. You know what I would be doing? I would be like, yeah, I'll take all one of you bitch biatches. That's right. That's right. And that's another great thing about my life right now, is I'm a very highly motivated individual as well, you know. I'm very highly motivated, and man, I've developed the mindset and the confidence, and it really, and some of the medication has helped with this, of where I could overcome anything, man. Right? And that's another thing, when you make yourself better, you can make the world a better place. You can go help people out, man. You know, like, man, I know I've been through some heartbreaking times, man, especially when a thing didn't work out. You know, I wanted to actually have an internship once in my life, okay? And it was honestly, I was once you could call a radical, more than evangelical Christian, once in my life. And I wanted an internship, and the pastor, I guess, didn't think I was a good fit for it. And man, I was crushed when he said no. And guess what, man? It all worked out. You know why? Because I didn't stop taking the steps. I didn't stop believing, right? Right, you know what I mean? Right, man? And even like last year, I've had challenges. I overcame that. This year, I've got challenges, man, but I'm overcoming them, you know what I mean? Like, for one, I'm facing this anxiety, man. And man, I'm overcoming it. And it's anxiety about small things. I'm not an anxious person, but guess what, man? I'm overcoming it, man. And I'm working with a great doctor, too, so that helps. So, yeah. Right, and that's another thing, man. That's another thing. When people see me, man, making this YouTube video, they probably are like, he's got it going on. They're right. But they don't know all the other things that are in my life. Yeah, if you have the history of the iron furnace in Scranton, we got the history of Akron. Wee-hoo! Welcome to Scrotum, y'all. That building right there in Scranton, that's, I believe, the second tallest building. One of the tallest right there, man. Remember when I looked up at that as a kid, I was so amazed seeing what humans can build. You know what I mean? I really believe what humans can put their mind to, we're unstoppable, man. We're unstoppable. You know, I know, like, there are things like we can't do. I know there are things I can't do in my life, man. But I can do some things way extraordinary, man. Unbelievably extraordinary. You know what I mean? So, like, we gotta give ourselves credit where credit is due, you know? By the way, ladies, men, you couldn't just say you just had a kiss to the phone. To the phone, alright? Man, lady, whoever is watching this, dog, cat, whatever, alright? Piggy-wiggies, right? Turkeys, whatever, man. Could just say you got a kiss from Big Zaddy Z. That's right. Smoocheroo. Just imagine that if I did this instead. That would be a little crazy. I am pretty crazy. Back on the railroad. Woo! I love it, man. I love it. That's one of the other things why I wanted to make it a video about some mental health stuff, about kind of overcoming in life, encouragement, and because, you know, just talking about mental health, that could be very extreme and it could bring out a lot of emotions, but I'm happy we're making something fun, you know what I mean? Doing something in downtown Scranton. And, hey, there's Bartori. Look at there, man. Man, we're coming up onto the poppin' place of Friday and Saturday nights here in Scranton, man. Holy shoot. The rail yard. Hey, there's the Hilton, Lackawanna. One of the most historic buildings in Scranton. Is there some ghost thing happening right now, man? But speaking of which, I'm not here to condemn the rail yard, so on and so forth. But this is the only place to dance in Scranton, Pennsylvania, man. I'm going to say that's a sad notion by itself. Because for one, I love dancing, man, okay? You could dance anywhere, man. You could try to find some places to dance. But man, if you really like want to party and stuff, that's the place, right? But keep in mind, one of the other things, like, you know, this area, the Scranton area, is a very conservative I can't really say the word, but it's conservative. It's a conservative area. And when I say it's a conservative area, like I went to a concert down at Mohegan Sun just the last week, and man, no one was dancing, man. Right? There were some people who were boogieing, but not like, not like going all out, man. You get what I'm saying? Right? But down that way, where that church is, University of Scranton's up there, but we're not going to go that way. I want to go down this way. Boy, I just went into one of the stores and it had a lot of historical stuff, man. Alley. Gunnagan Alley. In Harry Potter. But point being, is it had a lot of historical stuff. I was going in there, man, and man, that lady had an earful. Alright? Of me just talking because I was hyped up because I could really talk. I could talk someone to death, man. I could literally talk someone to death. Man, she was the next victim. Woo-hoo. That's one of the things with this YouTube channel, man. I was warmed up and ready to go, ready to fire, man. Right? Pow, 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 boom, boom, pow. Right? Hey, look at the beauty of downtown Scranton. Right? They also have like a lot of small shops like this around here as well, which is pretty neat. So yeah, one of the neat things about Scranton, right? Not me talking. Yeah, that's pretty neat too. But this, right? Here we are, Scranton, back at the square, and there's more of the city that way. It's actually one of the biggest, like I said, it's one of the biggest cities in northeastern Pennsylvania. And yeah, there could be like several parts just for this video alone. You know what I mean, man? Oh, look at there. It's shining bright. It's not even nighttime out. Shining high and bright. It's shining high and bright. And look at here. We are finishing this video where it begun. I was thinking about doing a trash night where I go around and pick up some of the trash in the downtown Scranton, but man, it's that time, but yeah, I love that so much. But yeah, but maybe a different day I'll bring you guys on trash day, That's the thing I really like doing too. Going around the area, picking up trash. Alright, well, hey, I'm gonna go and yeah, well, I will see you all around and have a nice day. One encouraging video every Friday. Let's go. Alright. Here we go. Have a nice day.